What's up, my slime skis? Today I'm going to show you how I made this early 2000s type beat. So let's jump straight into it. So the first thing that I did is I was just trying to catch a vibe. So I started with the drums. Sometimes it's easier when you start with the drums because that way you can kind of get the feel of what you want to do and then the rest follows. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Snare pattern goes like this. Yeah, and then it just keeps going. So after the snare, I use this white noise as my shaker. So in order to give the white noise a little bit of a kick, I layered it with a closed hi-hat and then also a little bit of another shaker to give it a little bit of kick because it was kind of lacking on its own. So together they sound like this. The next thing after that was a simple stab with an open hat. After the open hat, I also added a tambourine. To give the drums a little bit of a swang, I also added this little roll. It just sounded cool. I don't know why I got it, but it sounds pretty nice. So it's like this. Right? I like it. It sounds pretty cool. And then I also paired it up with this little part from a drum loop. I just chopped off something from a drum loop and then paired it with that little roll. So together, they sound like this. Yeah, it's a little just a little accent. So I also added a snap just to have a little bit of variation between the snare and the snap so that it wouldn't just sound tedious and boring. So the snap sounds like this. Pretty basic, right? The same thing. So all together, the drums, they sound like this. Hey. Uh-huh. And then boom, chicka, boom, boom, boom. So after I was actually done with the drums, the next thing that I went on to do was then add on the chords and the keys and the melodies and all of that. So I started off with this progression in sky keys. So I put another layer to that particular melody using a different VST, and this one sounds like this. So pretty much the same thing. And then I did the same thing yet again with a different VST, but this one I think I pitched it up. Perfect. And then lastly, I layered once more with the piano from Keyzone, the classic piano. I think it's an electric piano. So it sounds like this. So all the 4 sounds layered together, they sound like this. So once I was done with those chords, I think I went on into Arcade and then just found a particular vocal loop that I liked from, I think it's the Hooked pack, and then it sounds like this. I ended up chopping this particular vocal so that it would sound a bit more interesting in the beat, because it was kind of repetitive and tedious. It would end up eventually getting boring, so I chopped it up. You hear in the final beat. The next thing I did was to add a whole bunch of one shots that just sounded good. So I started with this. I think it's called a sitar. I hope I'm saying that right. So it sounds like this. I also added this string swells, so it's pretty much the same one note, but I just changed its pitch and then panned one hard right and hard left. So together they sound like this. And then I added a string run. I actually added 2 different string runs. So the first one sounds like this. And then the other one sounds like this. So after the one shots, the beat was pretty much done. All I just had to do was to add on the bass. So I put 2 types of basses, a long bass and then a short bass. So the long bass sounds like this. So pretty much at this point, the beat was done. I just arranged it, and then this is the final result. So there you have it. That's how I actually made this particular beat. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to subscribe or leave a like and even comment down below. But if you didn't, I'm going to do better. Thank you for watching anyway. Stay safe. I'm going to see you on the next one.